Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you an exclusive look at one of the solo campaigns for Steel Division. This is Mission Boston campaign, and in this one, more specifically, we're going to be playing the first mission, Hedgerow Hell. As you can see, I've already played through the first couple of missions in this campaign, since I definitely wanted to try them out as soon as I had access. But let's start off by looking at the mission order. Major Warren. The invasion is well underway, although not exactly as we had planned it. But we will start the war from right where we are. As for you, the primary objective of your task force is to secure the crossroad at Audouville La Hubert and ambush any German forces trying to move against Utah Beach. Then, counterattack as soon as possible to open the way of St. Meriglis for the 4th Infantry Division's assault units. Speed is of the essence here. Your secondary objective is to locate and silence the heavy AT guns and howitzer, slowing the 4th Division's advance inland. Our main objective is to secure the way for the D-Day tanks. So let's launch this and jump straight in. Please be aware that the voiceover is currently work in progress.
Last night, American and Allied airborne forces had boarded their planes and taken off toward France. Shortly after midnight this morning, and despite German anti-aircraft defense, our boys have set foot behind enemy lines in Normandy. In the meantime, at dawn, the greatest armada ever gathered opened fire and proceeded to land assault troops on the shores of France. The liberation of Europe is underway as we speak.
Both airborne divisions have been blown to the four winds all over the Cotentin Peninsula. Let's hope it will disorganize the Germans as we planned. Half the men have been misdroped, sir, including ourselves. We seem to have landed at the boundaries between both our 82nd and the 101st. Way too far from the division's objectives at St. Meriglis and the bridges over the Marguerite River. Yet we aren't the only ones completely off mark. The first amphibious assault wave has just hit the beach right on schedule, but much further south than we planned. That is just east of our current position. New orders from Division HQ, sir. You are placed in charge of a provisional task force, gathering any isolated paratroopers in the area, whatever their unit. Secure Audouville La Hubert to allow our ground force to exit the beach as quickly as possible. The city and vicinities are held by a mere company of infantry. We must seize it as fast as possible and put Audouville in a state of defense, to repel any Germans' attempts to recapture it, then counterattack ourselves to open the way as fast as possible. German coastal defenses are manned by auxiliary troops of poor military value, but supported by heavy guns. Any help we could provide in destroying those guns would haste the amphibious forces' advance inland.
Here's our objective, Audouville.
Here you go guys, we're in the campaign and we have been given our battle group. We can look into our battle group a little bit further.
To detect infantry positions and machine gun nests which could hamper our advance. Airborne pathfinders are elite troops and can engage isolated enemies at close range, while two-man recon teams should be kept away from any fighting. Their only job is to keep their eyes open.
I'm actually going to replace, in this case, a unit of recon for pathfinders because I really do enjoy using these 6-man recon squads.
Airborne rifles are the best light infantry Uncle Sam can muster. We should spread them and keep them moving to overrun enemy positions. Airborne engineers equipped with flamethrowers are fearsome in close encounters, while M2 HB 50 caliber machine guns deliver cover fire in open fields.
I think I'm going to just keep the infantry the same in this one.
Jeeps and M20 command cars are our cavalry. Their 50 caliber machine guns will pin down the enemy infantry and rout light vehicles. Their mobility allows them to intervene wherever they're needed, but they must be kept out of harm's way, as they are very fragile.
And in this case, just the same thing. Gonna keep Jeeps and M20 commands and some Jeep supply in Phase A.
M3 and M5 guns are our only units with long-range anti-tank capability. They must be deployed with a clear line of sight once Audouville is secured, to ambush the enemy convoy coming from St. Mary-Glise.
The battle group here is absolutely
fine. They can
fine.
only be used in close-range action. Mortars and howitzers are the answer to our paratroopers being pinned down by an enemy defense position. Shelling or smoking a machine gun is a very efficient way to silence it.
I'm going to keep access to some airborne mortars in Phase A, as they will be vital. Probably tempted to actually swap out a unit of Phase B mortars for more Phase A mortars, in which I'll be using howitzers in Phase B. That's our battle group. Let's validate it and carry on.
Troops ready for deployment, sir. Just give the order to launch the offensive when you're ready.
So here we can see our units. We already have quite a lot of them placed down. We have Pathfinders already available. I am actually going to give my units the support of multiple 30 cals. We'll bring in all of the 30 cal or 50 cal Jeeps. And I will also purchase myself some more mortars, as I believe they'll be very effective for taking care of the enemy. So I'll just add a third mortar to that group, as well as maybe a unit of rifles, and I'll reinforce myself with another leader soon enough. We have units on this side. We do have secondary objectives further up, I believe, but our main objective is to seize Audouville.
Carried away, sir.
Okay, let's unload these mortars. We'll start running forwards with the rifles.
Come with me. Any orders?
I'll follow them up with the airborne leader and the Pathfinder, and lead the way down the road, provide recon. I'm going to move the Pathfinder up on the right alongside these airborne rifles and the airborne leader, of course. I'm also going to keep my mortars by my airborne leader, make them 2-star mortars, increasing their rate of fire. On this side of things, I'm just going to move forwards these Pathfinders alongside these airborne rifles.
Enemies nearby.
Once I spot enemy units, I'll move up the 50 cals to open fire.
Waiting for orders.
At the top of the map, you can see the invasion of the 70th Tank Battalion, part of the 4th Infantry Division. There are also the infantry moving forwards up here, bumping into Osttruppen.
Use smoke to cut its line of sight.
Here we can spot an MG. I'm actually just going to attack that directly with mortars to pin it down.
Need a lift?
And then what I'm going to do is charge it with some rifles.
Choose your targets.
And the mortar fire coming in there. Hopefully we'll pin them down soon. Kind of counting on it, otherwise these AV rifles will get pinned down in the open. Okay, good stuff. Gonna keep that fire up. Okay, we're being attacked from the right side now.
What a hell of a way to die.
Let's target these Osttruppen.
Fire.
MG42 should surrender soon. Yeah, there we go, it surrendered.
Yes, sir.
Mortar fire coming down onto all of those units, really nice.
Your grandchildren.
Try and get these AB rifles in there.
Yes, sir. For God's sake.
And we're going to move up the jeeps now to provide the 50 caliber fire support.
Drop 200. 6 rounds. Over.
Going to continue move up on this side with our airborne rifles.
Yeah.
There we go, 50 cals have opened up.
We're paratroopers.
Continue to push forwards here.
Supposed to be surrounded.
Want to get one of my airborne rifles in range to take out the SPW-223. Looks like it's currently falling back towards my airborne rifles here. Let's use the bazooka to take that out.
No one quits. Yes, sir. The ultimate knowledge. Pedal to the metal. We're paratroopers.
I'm going to use my jeeps on the road to fast move next to these Ostruppen. Hopefully make them surrender.
I know a shortcut. On my own again.
There we go. Engaging the infantry on the left side there. Let's continue across the tree patch with this infantry. The airborne leader. We'll get the mortars to target the Ostruppen. Also going to start to bring in another airborne leader and a couple of airborne rifles. Never have too much infantry.
We're operational. Ready, sir.
I'm going to stop those mortars from firing and allow my rifle squad to run forwards and make them surrender. That's our objective complete.
Village secured. We should bring MGs and AT guns to ambush any German reinforcements.
Look around. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die.
We have to prepare an ambush. Get some of these 40-point AT guns. These infantry, they can unload a position in this compound along with my airborne leader.
First platoon, easy company.
I'm going to have my airborne rifles move towards this tree line
If there are crops out there, we'll find them.
alongside my airborne leader. These airborne rifles can come over as well.
Captain, Malarkey.
Let's get all of these mortars into position as well.
Artillery at your orders.
We have our secondary objectives to silence the enemy guns. So I'm going to try and do that with some airborne rifles here.
Sir, yes, sir.
See if we can make that happen. I feel like I will need more than is currently up there.
First platoon.
I also need to
Easy company.
get these men to come over and help us out, but of course we are going to be engaged by the enemy. So what I'm hoping I'll be able to do is maybe use my 50 cals to help out, because I don't want my 50 cals to get too close to enemy fire.
What a hell of a way to die. Airborne ready, sir.
What I might have to do is come into this town from the other side with my units. I'll move down these units to the front. Unload my AT guns, we'll have them take up ambush positions on either side.
Give us a good firing position.
These airborne rifles can get nice and close to the edge of the tree lines.
Any orders?
Not in the tree lines though, because I don't want them to be exposed to enemy units moving up the road.
Platoon formed and ready.
Okay, let's try and continue to sneak up on these units. So there's a unit here, there's a unit here, and a unit here.
Any orders?
Try and take those out. Also, enemy flak positions over here. Might be worth sending a little contingent of forces in that direction. Have bumped into enemy Osttroopen. Let's get into cover here.
Safety's off, soldiers. Shoot on
Meanwhile,
sight.
these lot can continue towards the enemy gun there. We've prepared our ambush.
We're paratroopers. We're supposed to be surrounded. Lipton, Malarkey, come with me. Sir. He's down.
Okay, so that's one of the SK-18s out.
Sir. Let's commandeer it.
Let's move on to these Osttroopen.
It could prove handy in future battles.
There are Krauts out there. We'll find them.
The Oppo Blitz we'll just keep to one side for now.
Two, formed and ready. Let's go.
So the idea here, I'm just going to try and make that Osttroopen surrender by getting its morale low and then charging it down.
Heavy AT guns spotted, sir. We must destroy them or they will eat our tanks for breakfast.
And we'll do that as well.
Carried away, sir.
4 guns remaining. Let's unload these chaps and have them walk towards that location.
Yes, sir.
We pin them down. Recon squads can't capture enemy units, so I'm going to charge them with the rifles. I'll leave the Pathfinders to pin them down, and I'll just run forwards with my rifle squads.
Stretchers.
Enemy
listening, sir.
Panzer Shrek squad did just kill my leader squad there, unfortunately. We're just gonna try and bypass that squad. Probably try and charge them down with my airborne rifles, but doesn't particularly matter.
Pedal to the metal. Kameraden, Waffen niederlegen.
Okay, so we made the Osttroopen surrender as planned. Let's engage the SK-18 here.
No one quits.
Recon team, ready.
These 50 cal jeeps, actually, they can join the line over here with all of these infantry. And we're going to move these airborne rifles up.
Supposed to be surrounded.
And 27 minutes to hold and assist. I'm assuming that's taking out the enemy guns.
Enemy column in sight. We must stop them.
Enemies are coming down the road here.
Ready, sir.
Let's get these guys out of the way. Don't want my jeeps to be engaged. Get the mortar fire to come down onto the road there.
Ready, sir. Going there. Jerry's dead.
A lot of enemy infantry. 50 cal jeeps are getting hit very hard. Shame that a couple of them died, but it's not too much of an issue. Now let's move on towards these 88 guns. Over here, we're just taking out the last of the SK-18s.
We're supposed to be surrounded.
Ready to melt them, sir.
Okay, so we've got another Opal Blitz there. Let's move on to these guns.
Ready, sir.
And we're coming up behind
Yes, sir.
the enemy flak guns as well here. So that's good. Just going to continue the mortar fire onto these units.
Nothing to report. Jerry's dead.
Bring up these command units to assist with their 50 caliber machine guns. Going to continue to move through the town here because we need to get rid of the enemy infantry there. I'm just going to keep all of these Opal Blitzes to one side. I don't want to lose them too easily.
Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die.
Okay, so 24 minutes left. We've come across the back of these Flak 88s, and we are going to get hit directly in the face by those. Thankfully, airborne rifles, pretty effective at close range, are going to be able to take down those 88s.
We're paratroopers. We're
Great stuff.
supposed to be surrounded.
I'm going to move on to the next area.
Attention!
See if we can find them and take them out.
Yes, sir.
I have nothing else planned for this afternoon.
I am in charge here. Let's go,
I'm just going to get these M20s into position, cover off the tree line. Also going to bring in a couple of my 50 cals
Get ready for a fight.
to continue to jump forwards here with my infantry.
Yes, sir.
I will be engaging them from both sides. Hopefully we can get rid of those units. Good stuff.
Some extra eyes.
Don't want to lose my Pathfinder unit, so I'm going to get my airborne rifles to engage the Osttrooper instead.
Where do you need us?
Then my Pathfinders can follow up.
Careful. Enemies nearby.
Taking out one of the SK-18s.
Yes, sir.
Let's now finish off the Osttrooper.
Out there. Shoot first and ask questions
This
later.
infantry squad can begin to move on to the next SK-18. And, well, over here,
He's dead.
we found the other Flak 88, so we're taking those out.
Tank guns destroyed, Major.
Good
The
stuff.
road is open for the tanks.
Yes.
Just going to shift unload these guys at position.
Everybody out.
Can still see the Panzerschreck squad there, so I'm just going to charge him down.
Yes, sir.
We'll kill him off easily.
He's down.
There we go. Let's have this
At your
airborne
order.
rifles join my other one as they move forwards, and the Pathfinders, of course. Let's move back
Yes,
these airborne
sir.
rifles to take care of the Panzerschreck squad in the town that we spotted earlier.
I'll be there soon. Jerry's dead.
We come across the SK-18 there. The other one's slightly below, so we're going to run down slightly with the airborne rifles. Still holding the town. Nothing much else attacking us. Although these guys are getting hit in the open by the enemy Osttrooper. Going to move away from that fire.
Germans ahead.
We'll move the Alpha Blitz further up so that it doesn't get taken out either.
Recon team, ready.
Okay, goodbye to that. Let's target the other SK-18. More units coming up the road and being hit very hard by the 50 cals as they reveal themselves. OJ-18 going to be coming through the tree line there and getting wrecked. Yeah, we'll soon get rid of that. Good stuff. Little Panzerschreck. Looks like it might kill off the M8.
Target neutralized.
Yes, it did. Okay, we're going to have to get rid of that Panzerschreck squad before those tanks move down
Field
the
guns
road.
destroyed, Major. The land troops express their gratitude.
Artillery, at your orders.
Continue with some artillery there. One airborne rifles, you've got to get there before the tanks do, otherwise the tanks will die.
Down.
That Alpha Blitz is being attacked by the Osttrooper.
Any orders? Go to hell.
Guns primed and ready.
Come on, we're nearly there.
Check your sights.
Okay, I think we just about made it in time.
Jerry's dead.
Good stuff, okay.
Yes, sir.
Pretty sure we just saved those 3 Stuarts. The enemy vehicles coming down the road to help us now. The D-Day landing M4A1s with their amphibious skirting. Moving down the road to help us out. Stop these guys from firing until we actually get line of sight.
I have nothing else planned.
I'm going to move across the Pathfinders actually, so we have more line of sight as to what's coming down the road. then I can basically fire my mortars more effectively.
Command, sir. Gory, gory, what a hell of a
Let's try and
way
move
to
through the cover
die.
down here to take out those Ostruppen. Oh, enemy pack 38.
Tanks are almost there, sir.
Will be spotted and hit very hard by MGMC and M8. Oh, so is the Ostruppen there. Okay, let's just target them.
We're supposed to be surrounded.
And now we have to clear the way. So let's actually try and break through the tree line here with some of the airborne rifles.
Need some
Can always
extra
hit
firepower.
anything that gets in our way with the mortars.
Fire! Smash him!
Jerry's dead.
Here comes the Mighty 8, sir. Duck your head.
There we go, doing loads of damage.
Bitte, nicht schießen!
We do need to get rid of the AT gun at the back there.
We're operational.
The Mighty 8 are on their way though. The B-26 Marauders coming in with their bombing strikes. These 3-star machine guns aren't very nice, are they?
Be advised. Enemy sighted. Airborne ready, sir.
Okay, so let's move forwards with my M20 commands and my infantry.
Soft soldiers. Shoot on sight. At your
Come through with the
orders.
infantry on this side as well, alongside my airborne leaders. Let's move forward with my mortars so they can help us out.
Out.
I am in charge here.
Enemy AT gun still very much alive. Not for long though.
Sir.
Yeah, let's continue onwards, run down the rest of these Ostruppen. Well, the enemy MG42 is going to prove to be a bit of an issue.
Let's go, guys.
Bring across the M20 command to help get rid of that.
Ready to take command, sir. We need more feet here.
Well, these guys are going to get wrecked if I'm not too careful.
Surrounded.
Fire! Smash him!
Let's mortar that MG34 there.
This war will be over by Christmas. Achtung, Feind im Nahbereich.
Waiting for orders, Captain.
Germans ahead. Get ready for a fight.
There we go. And I'm just going to charge it down as well,
Say again.
unless the mortars manage to take it out.
Kameraden.
But our objective is
Road is
complete.
open, Major. There's no time to lose. We must reinforce Colonel Ekman in St. Mary Glees.
And that's mission done.
A1BD are driving inland with our troops, sir. I don't think we could have done a better job today. It will give us a solid armor core to support our advance on St. Mary Glees.
Awesome, mission complete. There you go. Introduction to mission 1 of the Mission Boston campaign. This one being Hedgerow Hell. Did very well. Got plenty of kills. Some of my airborne rifles picking up a lot of those. But yeah, great job. So join me in the next video where we'll be taking on the second mission in the campaign. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.